Some time ago, my cousin Sebastian was resting at his home in Bogota. It was an ordinary afternoon in 2008 when he suddenly heard the phone begin to ring. Oh, surprise! It was his old friend from school, Nari, who was calling him to invite for a coffee and watching a movie in the cinema. That girl had always seemed him very beautiful. So he couldn't believe it, and obviously, without much thought, he decided to accept her invitation. Then my cousin received a call from her sister, and also Nari was friend for her. He tells, very excited, that he have a big surprise, and when he says. And then he says, "Oh, guess who called me this morning?" And the sister answers, "Who?" And my cousin tells Nari, our old friend from school. The sister says, "Oh, Nari, are you serious?" And she says, "Yes, I can't believe it." And she invites me to drink a coffee and watching a movie. And finally she replies, "Oh, that's a great invitation. Gives you Nari. I hope it goes very good on your outing." After talking him, his sister, my cousin got up and prepared to leave his house on his way to the shopping center, the destination of the invitation. His first intention was to go in his car, but he remembered that he was late and red, so he had, pick and play. So he prefers to take the taxi. But when he was approaching, he noticed that there was a lot of traffic, and therefore traffic jam. So he decided to walk the last stretch of his destination. Shortly after, when he was close to the meeting place, he remembered that he had to go through a very large place. In general, in this park, in the afternoons was very few people, which made him a little nervous because he didn't know what he could find. Sure enough, halfway through the park, he saw some guys on a track almost all of concrete who were practicing riding skateboards, and also observed that they were exhaling smoke. He started to walk quickly, but it didn't help because the three boys approaching him with a gun and saying him that if he doesn't hand over their belongings, they will shoot him. At that moment, he felt scared, but at the same time, rage. They forced him to take the defensive attitude and enter into a fight with the others. Though they couldn't steal him their belongings because he carried his wallet, watch, cell phone, and some objects of value. Despite the intense struggle, he considered that his guard should be lowered little by little because his life was in danger, and he gave up all his belongings. Immediately, these criminals quickly ran to the park and down a street with a lot of graffitis and managed to escape. Then he came to a police station to do the corresponding complaint, and there he realized that many people had filed several reports of robbery in this park. After filing the complaint, he came back home very sad and upset about what had happened that day. It was when his home phone suddenly was ringing. He answered, and was one of the neighborhood telling him happily that he had found his documents. Thanks to the neighborhood security squadron. Meanwhile, the robbery happens. The alarms had sounded, and for that reason the police pursued and captured the attackers. In this persecution, one of them threw the ballot with all the documents in a trash. That news made my cousin very happy and he really couldn't believe it. He hung up the phone and immediately went to the meeting point with this person who had the neighborhood give him his papers. He checked to see he had the ID, the credit cards, and all his documents. Also, he found the money. Then the man chose to explain that these things normally happen on the streets of the neighborhood and especially in the park, because almost none had escaped to the robberies, but also many people had benefited from this security squad that provides this neighborhood the service very effectively. Finally, when he was crossing the city within the characteristic pollution of Bogota in a traffic jam, he thought about what he had lived through and reflected that many times when leaving home we carry many valuables that we are not going to use. So if we go to a street, we must be strictly selective of the objects that we really need.